I personally have both of them on my phone because you can have. The second thing you can do right now to be more productive, this is one of the biggest killers of productivity in every single human being's life. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on productivity. These are 8 things that you can do right now to be more productive. As an entrepreneur and as a content creator and as a success coach, I get so many emails, and I'm sure if you are struggling with being productive or if you're getting a lot of distractions, emails is a big part of it. So the first recommendation, the first thing that you can do right now is to actually utilize email automations and rules. I believe that email rules are massive time savers, and I have 2 really incredible ideas and examples for you today. The first one is promotional emails. Those emails that you get from H&M, Zara, all those shopping websites that you shopped once or you subscribed for their newsletter to get a discount, but now they're spamming you every day. I don't want to say spamming, but those are not emails that are incredibly important. So for those emails, those promotional emails, you can set a rule of marking them red as they come in. This way they will still be in your inbox and you can go and look for that particular brand when you're gonna shop to find that discount code, or if you have some minutes in your hands, you can go scroll through them. But other than that, you don't have to spend time reading every day and deleting or marking them red. You can just have them but not do anything about them. And the second tip is actually for those of you who get a lot of emails that you are not in the to function but you're in the CC, and this means that you are only informed about this email. You don't have anything to do with it. You're just there in the CC because you gotta know about it, but there is no actions from it. So for those emails, what you can do is put them in another folder as an email rule. When I'm in the CC, put this email to this folder, and you can check that folder maybe once every couple of days, maybe once a week, to be in the know. But again, these are not the things that you need to be answering anyway. So this way you can keep your original inbox, that folder, a little bit under control. The second thing you can do right now to be more productive is to switch from WhatsApp to WhatsApp Business. I don't know if you know that there are 2 WhatsApp apps that are a little bit different in some functionalities. I personally have both of them on my phone because you can have both of these with different phone numbers. So if you have a work phone and a normal personal phone, you don't have to, if you're only doing it for the WhatsApp reason, you can always have 2 WhatsApps on one device. But my point here is if you're only using one, and that is WhatsApp Personal, I would highly recommend switching to WhatsApp Business because there are some functionalities such as quick replies, autoresponders, tags of people like labels. These will make your WhatsApp time way more productive, and with those autoresponders, it is the best one ever. You don't have to be overly responsive because everyone who will send you a text on WhatsApp will receive that. I got your text, I will get back to you when I can, don't worry about it, I'm here for you, but right now I'm not checking my phone. This way, every person who texts you will get an answer immediately, but you don't have to be there. You check your WhatsApp messages when you want to check them, and you can focus on more important things and be more productive by being less responsive. And obviously, if you have things that you type constantly, quick replies is really time saving. Number 3 has a lot to do with distractions. I know when you're on your computer doing something, maybe you go on the browser and you're like, oh, let me check Facebook for a minute, or Instagram, or whatever you're checking. I highly recommend creating another user on your desktop which doesn't have any login data. This way you can only use, Word or Google for research and stuff, but you don't have all your passwords, you don't have any of your apps, any of your programs, which means you have to log out and log into that other user if you want to procrastinate, and that is a barrier to procrastination. So if you create a new user for the times that you really have to be productive, you really have to focus on a certain task, highly recommend that you just create that, which takes about 2 seconds. If you're extremely busy and if you're struggling with making time for everything that you want to make time for in your life, including working out and spending time with your loved ones and all of that stuff, time blocking. Time blocking will save you time today, immediately. And if you don't know how to do that, how to start using Google Calendar or any online calendar to block your tasks and to assign times to those tasks, which eliminates stress and overwhelm as well. I actually have a course on this. I explain everything about time blocking in detail, the current situation analysis to how you can make the most of those 168 hours that you have in a week. I will leave it in the description box if you're interested. The course is 1 hour only. It is very, very time efficient as well. If you don't know anything about time blocking, this is the way to go. Even if you're an expert, I think you'll see a lot of little tricks and tips about time blocking on that course. So make sure you check that out in the description box below. The next thing you can do to be more productive right now is to start planning your weeks. There are a lot of types of planning. There's life planning, and that goes to, 10-year, 5-year plans, that goes to yearly planning and goals, that goes to monthly planning, and that goes to weekly and then daily. I know it's a massive planning hierarchy, but within those planning stuff, the most important is the weekly planning, because it's long enough to actually get something out of that week, but it's not too long, like a month, that life can change and you can't, maybe keep up with your plans. This is why I highly recommend that you just create a block on your Google Calendar if you're using it already, or set an alarm on your phone for a weekly planning session. This you can do right now. Just go ahead, grab your phone, set an alarm for, Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m. Grab your coffee when the alarm rings and plan your week. Once you start planning your week and deciding on what you want to get out of that week, you will see that you will procrastinate less, you will stress less, and you will reach your goals faster. As a serial entrepreneur and as a content creator, I'm extremely busy, and that's why I have been obsessed about planning techniques. If you have any questions to me about any of these things that I'm talking about, or being a successful entrepreneur in general, you can find me on Curio. Curio is an incredible new app, a new social media platform where you can book people for 10, 15, 20-minute calls, video calls, voice calls, emails, where you can get advice from these experts, or you can just have a chat. You can connect with your favorite influencers, favorite content creators. I am on Curio and I absolutely love this app. So if you want to ask me something, if you want to chat with me about these things, or like I said, any of the other things, please find me on Curio. I'm leaving my profile in the description box below. This one is one of the things that takes so much time for every single human being, and that is food. Just thinking about what you're gonna eat, procrastinating on cooking, making those decisions, and eventually when you're too hungry, making not the greatest decision, but an unhealthier decision. And then obviously shopping, maybe you don't have the materials, the ingredients, you have to go to the shop, all of that stuff. This is one of the biggest killers of productivity in every single human being's life. And the solution for that is to, again, set aside 1 hour a week. You can also create an alarm right now. Set that 1 hour for planning your meals. And I know it might sound crazy because when Thursday comes, you might not feel like that food that you planned for Thursday. That's why you can always switch the days, but at least plan for the next 7 days, your lunch, your dinner, whatever you eat, what you will eat, and then go ahead and add these on your shopping list. We have a file folder with incredibly healthy and very delicious recipes. We sit down with my husband every Saturday, we make the weekly plan, and then we pull those ingredients, add it on our shared reminders list, which is our shopping list, and then we go and order online. Going to the supermarket is an incredible waste of time and money, because while you're in the grocery shop, you will probably see that chocolate, that ice cream, that whatever you don't need and probably is not great for you. You will want that and buy that, But when you're ordering online, that will not happen. Very likely. And of course, it's not the safest thing to do right now with COVID and all of that. So online shopping, meal planning, these will save you hours and hours and hours every week, I promise. Let's go back to emails for a minute. I know that I was guilty of this as well. I opened my mail program on my phone whenever I took a break just because I was curious, and then without any intention of answering anything, I was reading and marking them unread again, or in the middle of whatever task I was doing, I would still go and read an email, answer it, break my flow, try to get back to the concentration, and then whatever. This is why I absolutely love add-ons such as inbox polls. You click on this thing, emails still get delivered, but you don't get them in your inbox. unless you unpause them. This way you can focus on whatever you gotta focus on, increase your productivity, and then when you're ready, you can allow those emails to come into your inbox and you can tackle them one by one. This add-on will not make you feel like you're missing out because you won't even hear the beep or whatever. It is incredibly useful. And the next thing you can do right now is to actually create block times for whatever you're procrastinating on your phone. I know there's the whole turn off your notifications advice, and I am behind that advice, but did you know you can also block certain apps for certain time intervals? I am absolutely in love with this idea. You can say, don't allow me to go on Instagram between 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. and then, and again from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. because these are my focus times. I need to be productive, but outside of those hours, I can allow me to do so. When you create these blocks on your phone, it asks you, are you sure? Are you sure you want to overwrite this? And you should be answering no, because that's the thing. We want to be more productive, and there are times we enjoy social media, but it shouldn't be in between your, most important task of the day. So definitely utilize those functions that iPhone, for instance, has built in. You don't even need an app for that. It's incredible. So these are the 8 things that you can do right now to be more productive and get the most out of that one life you live. Again, if you're interested in that Week of Winning wow course that I created for time blocking, I'll leave the link in the description box below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please make sure that you leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to add me on Curio. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all incredibly successful and productive days. See you next time. Mwah. Bye.